The judges confer amongst themselves for a long time, and then the spokesman speaks. Invoking the wisdom of Odin, we're ready to give a verdict. I, Sigurd, son of Ragnar Lodbrok, ask permission to speak, because this case is nothing more than a branch of a big tree, and a branch may hide the real problem. Speak then, your Sigurd, son of Ragnar, whose memory we all cherish, and who awaits us among the hosts of gods preparing for Ragnarok. Wow, just suck this guy's balls some more. Sigurd steps forward, attracting everyone's attention. He is a respected and feared man, and the shadow left by his father is still long. When my father was alive, this assembly of free men would not have had much consideration for a bandit who had killed a good man like Olvir Whitehair. I take offence to that. However, times change. Rather, some men have caused that change. Now this assembly, is but a toy in the hands of a king. That man, the bard, is only a pawn of larger forces. While Sigurd continues his speech, Harold approaches King Horik, his face tense and his voice soft. My king, Sigurd Snake in the Eye is not here to deal with the bard. He wants you. He wants the throne, as we feared. Who are you, Harold? Egil moves his hands nervously, his forehead beaded with sweat. Father, we should cut short Sigurd's speech. The bard must admit his guilt and be punished by the assembly. He must be sacrificed to end this ploy now, or you may lose your throne. Sigurd Snake in the Eye is a shrewd man. He would not openly attack you in the assembly if he did not have the upper hand. Good, Egil. Thanks. I'm glad to have you on the team. We will be allowed to reply to Sigurd and can trust in the assembly. Yeah, no. Let's be tough about this. Who cares about my relation with Egil? The Assembly's decision will rest on the position of power between parties, hence we must not do anything that will cost us the respect of the Assembly. The balance of power is very delicate, and here the Jarls are very important. We need to see what Sigurd has against us. Sigurd's face seems imperturbable. Wow, that's an English word that I can't say. For God's sake. Even the movements of his body are fully controlled, even as he releases a speech that is able to dethrone a king. Good. Sven had a witness, Ulf Thorisson, who would have agreed that Olvir was murdered, but King Horik sent the bard to Ulf's farm to silence him. I had another man, Atle Eriksson, who was very faithful and dear to me. I entrusted him with the mission of protecting important evidence for this assembly, but King Horik sent the bard to kill him. Everyone starts talking at the words of Sigurd. A lot of tension fills the air. Finally, the judges ask for calm. You know, the problem here is that he is right. Also, is that Reginhard lurking in the background? It does look like him, doesn't it? That's concerning. King Horik's face is livid. Sigurd Ragnarsson, you talk a lot, insult and offend my honour, but you lack evidence or witnesses. This will not end well for you. Let him finish. All of us here want to know what is happening. I just defend my honour. Yes, he has the right and permission to speak. If he proves what he speaks of it, it may be time to change the kingship. King Horik is a good king. You'd better be able to prove this, Sigurd. Everything will come in time, but first I want to continue my assertion that the problem is much bigger than we think. 800 Vikings are ready to embark for England in aid of my brothers. We could have been talking about more than 1,200 men, for the Jarl of Kenema promised me more than 400, but King Horik sent the bard to Friesa to sabotage this treaty. As if that were not enough, the king then proposed that Guthrum lead these men, when I was the one who made all effort to gather them, and get the boats and provisions. Sigurd Ragnarsson, your accusation is very serious. Do you have any evidence or witnesses who can confirm what you say? Yes, there is a man who has travelled with the bard, I just read ahead, all that time, who's among us right now, willing to testify at this assembly. His name is Reginhard, and he is a servant of the Jarl of Kenema. Reginhard approached. Do you confirm that the words of Sigurd Ragnarsson are true? Reginhard looks uncomfortable when all eyes turn to him. He especially tries to avoid your eyes. Well, yes, right. I met the bard in Friesa when he tried to gain the trust of the Jarl of Kenema by killing Theoder, a person that I loved. Then he betrayed the Jarl of Kenema and came to Denmark, where he has pursued Sven Bullneck and Sigurd Ragnarsson as he hates them as enemies. So Olvir and Atle were killed, and he allied with King Horik. I swear it is the truth. Egil suffers a nervous attack and shouts, Reginhard, why? Reginhard looks down and speaks quietly. My quarrel is not with you, Egil. Theoder was like a brother to me, and the bard lied to me in order to take him and kill him. I won the bard's trust and promised that one day I would avenge Theoder's death, and that day has come. I just want to be happy, have a farm, wife and children. But the bard brings only misfortune wherever he goes. I need to feel protected, and Sigurd has promised me everything that I wish for. Okay. Reginhard, you know me. How cool do I want to be? You betrayed Theoden, now you're betraying me. You're a curse, Redding. Nah, I like this. This is snarky. Nah, let's be sanguine. I am damned. For this reason, I need to begin a new life, far away from you or Frieza. King Horik Sigurd Ragnarsson has made very serious allegations, supported by a witness. What do you say in your defence? King Horik clears his throat. I do not know this man named Reginald. I suspect he is a liar bought by Sigurd, as he seems to have some sort of dispute with the bard. In any case, his testimony is not against me but against the bard, since he in no way has mentioned me or shown that I've helped the bard in any misdeeds. If this is all that Sigurd Ragnarsson has against me, I ask this assembly for compensation for the insult to my honour. For a few seconds, Sigurd loses composure. It's going down! It is going down! The gods know that you were eliminating any evidence and witnesses. When you sent your dog after Atli Eriksson and Ulf Thorisson, this man was with the bard. He can testify that you were involved. First of all, Reginhard's first master was Theoden, not the Jarl of Kenema. That is persuasive. I agree. Reginhard betrayed his first master, Theoden, as now he betrays me. Would any man keep a known enemy in his herd? This man has just demonstrated he cannot be trusted. There we go. There we fucking go. Now we're fucking... yeah. Now, this is a very delicate matter that may affect the stability of the kingdom. The judges shall retire to deliberate for a moment. You watch as the judges get behind the big rock before entering a heated discussion. All around you, everyone engages in energetic conversations. Some Jarls support King Horik, others Jarl Sigurd Ragnarsson. This assembly may either be the solution to civil war or the trigger to start one. Everything depends on the judge's decision. You realise that no one approaches you, everyone avoids you like the plague. You were aware that also that nobody gave you the opportunity to present the case of the abduction of your mother. Maybe I should have brought it up. You feel that you have not been more than a piece in the game of... I ain't even going to attempt that, between the powerful men of Denmark. The judges are slow to come to a decision. You're not sure how much time has passed, but it seems it takes them very, very long. Many men around you have decided to sit on the ground. There are even merchants distributing food and mead. Reginhard remains in the same spot, silent without moving a muscle, as if carved in granite. Egil doesn't look at you either. He is among the men around King Horik, advising and encouraging him. Finally, the judges return from behind the large rock. Odin Sangitol, father of the gods and the we elected by our peers call upon your wisdom to guide our words. May our judgment reach your ears, and may those who do not comply with it be punished by hell. We've decided the following. Why are you showing me the king when it's the Gothi talking? In the case of the death of Olvir Whitehair, Sven Bulnak shall receive Wergild of 4,800 penningers. The bard, can you pay this Wergild now? This is an outrage. That much for the life of my brother? This should be paid with blood. Sigurd Ragnarsson pushes Sven back and takes the floor. Sven Bulnak accepts the decision of the assembly. The bard, can you pay this Wergild now? No, I don't have this money. I respect the finding of this assembly, although I do not share it. I will pay the Wergild of the bard. Good. Good, I can keep my money. Then the assembly accepts the money and gives it to Sven Bulnak. The price for spilt blood has been satisfied. Before gods and men, this quarrel has ended between these two men. Good. Odin, Thor and Frey have heard what is here decided. May they punish any who do not fulfill their oaths. Regarding the case of the witness called Reginhard who has been accused of lying, the gods must decide his culpability. As the accusation is grave, the assembly has decided that the bard and Reginhard will engage in a holmgang, a duel to the death, on the island called Short within 6 days. 2 will go, but only 1 return. If one of them fails to show up, he will declare Nithing a coward, less than a man, and this will be told by skalds and messengers to all men in Denmark and abroad. I accept the decision. I accept the decision of the assembly too. I'm no liar, but I regret having been a traitor. I'm very sorry, the bard. You fucking will be, son. I have a big sword. Well, when this assembly is over, the important men of Denmark will come get you and take you to Short Island to face your opponent. Odin, Thor and Frey have heard what has been here decided. May they punish any who do not fulfill their oaths. This assembly has also decided on a last major issue. The accusations and insults between King Horik and Jarl Sigurd can cause serious damage to Denmark. Therefore, this assembly of free men, who is above Jarls and Kings and answers only to the gods, has decided that a reconciliation between the two must occur. King Horik will give Jarl Sigurd a position on his council and among his most beloved men. Moreover, King Horik will pay 15,000 penningers in compensation for all the efforts made by the Sigurd in organising the expedition. He clears his throat. I know how you feel, buddy. There's a lot of talking to do. In return, Jarl Sigurd shall remain by King Horik, advising him and not leaving Denmark. Therefore, Jarl Sigurd Ragnarsson must relinquish control over the fleet that shall relieve his brethren. This fleet will be led by 2 other men, Sven Bullneck on the part of Jarl Sigurd, and Harald Haraldsson on the part of King Horik. The fleet will depart for England in a few days without further delay. Oh shit. That's gonna be a thing. It's furthermore our decision that the Bard shall join as advisor of Harald Haraldsson as long as the gods give him the victory in the Holmgang. Otherwise Egil takes the Bard's place unheard. One or the other should meet with me in the Mead Hall of Reba once the Holmgang is over. Who the fuck is Halvard? Another judge takes the floor. He shifts his gaze from one party to the next till his eyes rest on you. The assembly regarding the gods and freemen of Denmark has spoken. These are the 2 parties, right? King Horik, Jarl Sigurd? I accept the judgment of the assembly. I will fulfill my part as has been decreed. I swear that I will uphold and enforce it. King Horik quickly accepts more control over the actions of Jarl Sigurd. Sigurd Ragnarsson shows no sign of either satisfaction or dissatisfaction. I also accept the decision of the assembly. I swear that I will uphold and enforce it. Odin, Thor and Frey have heard what has been decided here. May they punish anyone who does not fulfill his oath. This assembly is ended. Everyone may leave now. Whew. That could have gone a lot worse. In a setting reminiscent of times past when men lifted huge rocks... Oh, wait, no, I already know this. Alright, okay. Good. England is infighting, currently. Just what we want. What is my quest now? Okay, so I need to go to... Do I need to go there, or am I going to be taken to the place where I've got to stab Reginhard for being a shit? The assembly has decreed a duel to... Okay. Let's save the game, so as not to have to do that shit again. I wonder how much mentioning my mother would have changed anything. Okay, I'm pretty sure it said... I'm pretty sure it said somebody's going to come and get me in 6 days. Or that the duel is going to be in 6 days, and somebody will come and get me when it's time to do the thing. So I'm going to see what happens if I just wait here for 6 days. It may be that a messenger will ride up and I'll just teleport there. It may be not. It may not be that. Some shit's going down. This is unrelated to my current task of murdering Reginhard. Because Reginhard knows I can go in a duel, man. You saw me stab Ormsfarty. You saw that happen. I'm gonna run out of money if this fucking duel doesn't happen soon. Alright, so I reloaded because I didn't want to pay my man a load of money to just be waiting around, because, you know, because I'm like that. And then I googled it, and it turns out you just gotta wait on the map. You can't wait in a town. Okay. This seems to be correct now. A group of heavily armed men approaches you. It is led by Harald Haraldsson, King's right hand, who reminds you of your promise at the assembly. It is the hour of the Holmgang, and your opponent is already on Short Island. Wow, Reginhard actually showed up. Amazing. They surround your party and lead you to a nearby beach where a gaunt old man waits in a small boat. You get in the boat and 2 of Harold's men push it into the water. The old man, without a word to you, begins paddling towards an island on the horizon that doesn't exist on the map. The water is gentle. The only sound you hear is that of the oars in the water striking in a slow and deliberate rhythm. The old man is not so old, but wrinkles of a hard life at sea make him look like an elder. He wears a worn and salt-bleached tunic, and the skin of his hands look like hard leather. His eyes are blue and crystal clear and do not look directly at you even for a moment, but remain focused on the island. Up ahead awaits an opponent who was once a companion. The assembly has... a shit companion. The assembly has decided that 2 go to Short Island, but only 1 return. The boat stops near a small beach, and after you get off, the old man paddles it a few tens of meters back into the ocean, where he stops and waits. And the button is just duel. That's awesome. Reginhard, you shit. You've been a useless shit for the last time. Oh god, Reginhard shouts, all I wanted was a farm, a wife and children. I did not want your death, but I don't want to die either. Sorry, the bard. Sorry to have to kill you. It's a real shame I gave you all that equipment, Reginhard. I didn't really give you much equipment, did I? You have like the 2nd best armor in my party, though. I'm not pleased about that. It's going to make it real hard to murder you. Also, why is it Silent Hill? Where is he? Come and run at me, Reginhard. I'm ready for you. This is my rock. So where I'm going to stand, so I look really big and imposing. Where are you? Come over here. I will get you, Reginald. Don't make me come into the mist, boy. I'll hunt you down like the fucking predator. Come at me. Are you throwing shit at me? Is that what you're doing now? There you are. Oh, you're gonna hide behind a rock, are you? Typical of you. Always bringing up the rear. Does that rock know that you will soon betray it? I hope it does. Come on. Put that shield down, boy. You don't need that where you're going. Now the real fight begins. Oh, I only gave you a sax, didn't I? Oh, that's a shame, Reginald. That's a real shame. Look. Well, I thought, you know, seeing as how you're just going to stab me in the back at some point, I should give you something to do it with. Unfortunately, that's backfired on you, hasn't it? Really? Yeah, I think it has. You know. Yeah. It's just kind of sad, isn't it? How your little scheme of betray everyone in the whole world is going to end here. That's a real shame. I feel real bad for you. You know what's even worse? I gave you that stupid hat, so you're going to die looking like an idiot, aren't you? Aren't you, Reginald? Yeah, you sure are. Look, you hit me for no damage, Reginald. Didn't you? Didn't you? Because I'm expecting your shit. You can't beat me. Fuck you. Fuck you. Wow, you're tough, Reginald, aren't you? You're a big tough man. Big tough man. Yeah. It's all that betraying you do. You've been absorbing people's powers. That's it. That's the way. You keep doing this. This'll work, I'm sure. It'll work. Always the same shit with you, isn't it, Reginald? Always the fucking same. Fuck you. Idiot. Two went to the island, but only one returns. You've been victorious, but at the cost of killing an old companion. Not that old, like a month at most. Fuck him. In your mind, you remember the phrase that you heard so often from Reginald. Fate always goes as she must. The old man takes the boat back to where your warriors wait in Denmark. When you arrive, they pick up their things and say nothing, aware of the gravity of the moment. Soon they are ready to go. Harold and his men have already left. It's time to look for the assembly judge called Asbjorn in the mead hall of Reba. Whew! There we go. Fucking job done. Now we have room for more men who won't betray me. As you stop to rest on the way, your companions approach you. Their faces show concern. You better not be concerned. I'll fucking kill you next. My lord, we want to know that no one blames you for what happened in the duel, and everyone still fully supports you. Oh, thanks, Brunhild. That's good. What happened was inevitable, my friend. It was him or you. I still don't trust you, Agathinos. I understand the weight you carry on your shoulders, but I just experienced the same after the massacre on the Wodenrick. I know no words can soothe you, but nobody expected Reginhard's betrayal. None of this is your fault. You know, thank you. I'm not gonna let's not go too hard. I mean, this is true. This is what I'm thinking. But no, it's fine, guys. It's fine. Egil bares his teeth. He seems angry. I do not understand all the tears. Reginald betrayed us. I trusted him. Everybody trusted him. I thought he was a good guy, and what he did was spy for Sigurd. He sold us out for a house and a woman. Reginald was a piece of shit and deserved his death. You know what, Egil? You are also a spy and a traitor, but I like you more than Reginald. You know... See, look at this option. Look at this. Look at this whole situation here. This is amazing. I don't agree with this. Good. Your men think that Egil could be a good leader. Oh good, that's what I want. I'm glad you think the same. For a moment I doubted your ability to lead us. We're travelling to a dangerous place and we need you well. Now we can go on our way. Yeah, let's not get rid of Egil just yet. He's a good meat shield. Mead Hall next, isn't it? Mead Hall. Looking for Asbjorn. He should be in here. Hello, Asbjorn. You're boozing it up, I see. Hi, sir. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Good to see that I'm not dead. I think it's a good time to introduce myself officially, since it's likely our paths are attached. I'm Asbjorn from Odinsva, and I'm a Lochner, a simple doctor who wasted some time in Francia until I returned to Denmark some months ago. Excuse me. On my way back to Odinsva, I landed in Ribe and ended up staying here for a few months, serving the local elites and not-so-elites. I guess my services earned me enough prestige not to be summoned as an Althing in the assembly held a few days ago. Truth is, I was not interested in coming back to the Odinsva so soon, for I'm still young and have the opportunity to travel to other places and learn more. The Norns must have noticed and tied together our fates. You need someone who can dress the wounds of your warriors, and I need someone who, with your fortune, that shines above the rest of your men I've known. You know, I suppose these... Yeah, let's not be too abrasive. The Assembly decided I join you, but I'm happy to carry it out. It is not my intention to control you, but I must ensure that you join the fleet and come to England. From that moment on, I would like you to see me as a companion, as the doctor your men need. Don't I already have Brunhild for that? What is Brunhild contributing now, really? I also have no choice. It's fine, I'm sure we'll be good friends. We must go to the port of Ribe as soon as you can and ask the portmaster to join the fleet. I'm glad. I'm young and my thirst for knowledge knows no limits. I hope our travels will help increase my experience. I'm sure they will. It's very interesting how the Norns spin their yarn. Until a few days ago before the assembly, I thought I would return home to Ods blah 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 blah. Well, into my shield wall. Get in here.